right, welcome back here to the Hill on News Nation. New poll out today. Battleground states show an incredibly tight race between the vice president and the former president. The poll from our partners at the Hill, along with Emerson College, was taken after the Democratic National Convention, along with after Robert F. Kennedy Jr. announcing that he's no longer in the race. All right, let's start here with Kamala Harris and where she stands with all of this right now. She leads in 3 of these swing states. Let me show you Harris real quick. So she's up 1 in Georgia. She's up 3 in Michigan. She's up 1 in Nevada. But I want you to focus on Georgia for a second, 49-48, because Democrats have only won this state once in the last 7 presidential elections. It was President Biden last go around, and Kamala Harris is trying to make it 2 in a row. All right, let's go over here. Donald Trump, he leads in 3 of the states as well. Wisconsin, up 1. North Carolina, up 1. Arizona, up 3. Again, but let's focus on the first one here, Wisconsin, because Republicans have only won that once in the last 9 presidential races. It just goes to show you how things can move either way very easily. Now, I know what you're saying. Those are 6 states, Blake. You tell me all the time that there's 7. You're right. Let me show you Pennsylvania, because that is a dead even tie in the Keystone State. And I was going through the numbers today in Pennsylvania. You see it there, 48-48. Get this. There were 950 people surveyed in Pennsylvania. The difference between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris? 1 person. That was it. So start to multiply that town by town, city by city, precinct by precinct, so on and so forth, and you can see why Pennsylvania is so key. All right, so if this poll was right, let's just take it at face value that it's the way that the election goes. Here's how it breaks out. 263 to Harris, 256 to Trump, and again, Pennsylvania as possibly the most important state. All right, what about issues real quick? We saw this no matter where voters were polled in these swing states, 7 key swing states. Economy, 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 on down the line. You know the phrase. I've told it to you over and over and over, quote unquote. It's the economy stupid. Arizona, the only state in which there was another close issue, that, as you might imagine, immigration at 26%. All right, Mulvaney, what do you make of the numbers there?
Here's what worries me.
As a Republican?
No, as a citizen.
Okay.
Pennsylvania is one of the worst states at counting their votes. On election night, we will know who wins Florida by about 8 or 9 o'clock, okay, because of the way they count. Pennsylvania may not know for 5 or 6 or 7 days, and I don't think that's particularly healthy for the country. They've not fixed their system since 2020. They've made some changes in terms of mail-in voting, but there's a really good chance we won't know the night of the election who won, and that's not healthy.
I heard you say, yep, I heard you point that out. You know there's going to be folks saying, wait a minute, there's Republicans again going to complain about the system.
There's no reason to, if Florida, which is a bigger state, can count that night, why can't Florida?
Okay, but you're not saying, you're not indicating election fraud, right?
No, no, I'm just saying that the uncertainty is not healthy for the country at all. That's why I say it as a citizen, not as a Republican.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, you should be allowed to ask these questions, have these discussions. I mean, it shouldn't be a partisan issue. Are our elections free and fair and secure? I mean, that should be kind of a go-to. I think it's kind of a bad way where this is some sort of talking point. If you're bringing up, we want to make sure that the votes are counted on time and we're not waiting 5 to 7 days to figure out who the president is.
There is no widespread fraud or systemic fraud.
There's no evidence. That's not my point at all.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just laying all the facts out there. Let's go to the numbers real quick. What do you see? I'll start with.
You know, these are snapshots in time. And what I look at when I'm looking at polling, not just the back numbers, but who's surging, right? And I know you believe I'm going to say that, but she's really surging bigger, better, and brighter than Biden ever would. She's had the convention. I don't see the kick from the convention, but I don't think we've seen that polling. But the debates are coming up, right?
Yeah.
And if we predict that she is going to perform as well as we think she is and prosecute the case against Donald Trump, I think you're going to see a swing 1 to 3 points, and that's huge in this race.
And Nick is staring at your notes. Throw the notes away. Shoot it to me straight here. Shoot it to me straight here.
Because I paid attention to this polling today, and except for Nevada, Harris is leading in all other 6 states with independents. I mean, that is what we want to see. If I'm on the Harris campaign, those are the numbers that I'm particularly looking at. And one more I want to point out. She leads, except for Arizona, which is 50%, 48% for Harris, so just down by a few points. She is leading in all state polls with women.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.